Welcome to Walk Me Through That. I'm really giddy today. I'm really excited. Nothing has happened. But the fact that I get to do this, I'm very excited about that. And it's because of you. It's because you send in submissions. I get really excited when I get to help people get unstuck, walk through something that is painful. And so the fact that this is episode 5 and we're still going means a lot to me. I know 5 episodes isn't a lot, but listen, we celebrate the small and the big. Because I didn't know if anybody would send a submission at all, or I'd be going, well, that was a good idea, maybe another time. So thank you so much. We're gonna drink cream soda again. It's good. And here's the thing, I didn't like the root beer, and so cream soda just kind of does it for me. It just does it for me. And so that's what we're doing today. So grab your Olipop and let's go. The first one is, Retha, I have a walk me through that idea. How to be in a relationship when you're on opposing sides politically. Maybe the bigger picture is loving and respecting each other on things that matter to your everyday life and letting go of things that don't. Well, I mean, she just walked herself through that, didn't she? You think she knows she walked herself through that? I hope she knows, but we'll tell her, right? So listen, this in my lifetime, I'm an adult, right? 48. So this season of politics is rough. And listen, I think it's rough no matter who you voted for, because everything is so tense and so contentious, and nobody is willing to listen to another perspective. No, it doesn't appear, or she wouldn't write it and feel the way that I do. And so I think you're right. And how do you do it? I have a friend, Sophie, who I think does it beautifully. I've watched her do it beautifully. I've watched her have tense, tough conversations with someone that believes politically the total opposite of what she believes. Now, here's what I'll say about that she didn't say. I think love is number one. But I think before we get to politics, what would help anyone in your daily life is doing life with people who don't look like you. Now, for those of you who have known me for a while, you knew I was going to say that or something like that, because I believe that doing life with people who don't look like you is the best way to do life. One of the things I've said before, and I will say it now, is if you think your version of heaven, whatever you believe about the afterlife, is gonna be segregated, well, we got some bigger problems with your belief system. Why would we be separate? Why would that happen? If the ultimate goal is to love one another, how can you love me if you hate that I'm Black? How is that possible? How can you love the man that created me if you're mad at him because he made Black people? I know this is going a whole nother way, but I think it's important, because in order to see someone's perspective politically, spiritually, professionally, personally, you've got to be okay with other perspectives. You got to be okay with other ways to live, other thought processes. And I think when you don't do life with people who didn't grow up where you grew up, with who you grew up with, if y'all parents didn't all meld together and it was all the same way of thinking, you're gonna have a hard time seeing it. And hear me, it's not about changing, right? Because if we go on the extreme, you ain't gonna never be Black if you're not already. I'm not gonna ever be white. It's not about changing, it's just about opening your mind to a difference of opinion and being okay with that difference. You don't have to think like me. And so sometimes what makes these conversations hard is that somebody in the conversation wants there to be a change in the end. Like, you want to be on a sitcom, tied it up with a bow after 30 minutes and go on to the next show. Life doesn't work like that. And so that is just not going to happen that way. Be okay with that. Be okay with not changing their perspective. Just listen, open hands and open heart, and just take it for what it is. Let it marinate in you. Pray about it. See what comes up in your spirit. as you think about it more and more. Not to change you, just to let it be with you, right? Perspectives, you have friends for that reason, so that you can see something different. You can't be so closed-minded to not see and hear them. And then the other reason that these conversations get hard is because we tend to go on this one conversation and make a judgment knowing we know them so well over here. We have a full relationship, know all about them, trust them, love them, all of that. And then this one thing makes you be like, I don't know if I like her no more. Why? Because she didn't vote for who you voted for? Because she likes who you don't like? Maybe she likes some of the things, maybe she don't like the whole thing, but y'all have circled in and got on this one thing, and now we can't even see straight. Love first, do life with people who don't look like you second. It'll change everything. It'll change everything. I mean, I think we should take a drink. What do you think? Oh my gosh, cream soda is so good. It's like my childhood in a glass. Number 2, walk me through that. Walk me through getting the oldest child across the stage for graduation. It's very sad to me. It's very happy to me. It's so bittersweet. How did you get through it? So it's so funny, right? Because the first time I said it's about perspective. So I think this one is about perspective too. The bigs have both graduated, right? And so I think that I don't know that Kim's giving me this because I should have asked my mom. I don't think I was sad. What I kept saying from my memory that I remember is the middle right after this. So it's fine. And then I also thought he's just going to 13th grade. I think that's how I looked at it, right? We knew that the oldest wasn't going to college, and so he would be here, so he wasn't leaving. And then the middle, we thought he might, and he took a gap year, and so he didn't leave. So it's different for me, right? Just like it's different for everybody. But I think what happens, here's what I really think happens. I think as moms, in real life and on the internet, the senior year stuff is so sad. You're like, oh, they're growing up, and oh, they're going away, and that whole thing, right? But I really think none of us come back in the middle of the freshman year when they've come home 2 weekends in a row with so much laundry and so much is happening. No one talks about that. No one talks about how they come home for every holiday with so much stuff going on. No one talks about that. So you do all of that in May when the school is attacking you with so many feelings, with all of the videos and the senior walks and the last prom, and everything is last. And so it does play with your heart. But I think it would be good for those of us that have gone through it to say, oh, wait, it's fine. Don't get sad. They're coming back. First of all, they're not leaving until August, and then they'll be back for Labor Day. Then they'll be back in October. Then they'll be back for Thanksgiving. So it's okay to think that they're growing up and maybe have some sadness around that. But I think this whole mind game we play with ourselves because of how the school attacks us with the memories, it makes us think like they're genuinely leaving, going somewhere. And logically, we know that they're not. I think that's the game I played with myself, but I think that's the game I played with myself is I just stayed focused on if they do go anywhere, they're going to 13th grade, nowhere significant. I think it'd be best if we hold all of those emotions for marriage. Because then they really leaving, right? They got a fiance and then they really out. Let's be sad about that. But right? Because the chances in college, all the breaks, and then the summer, and what? It's just 13th, 14th grade. They're coming back. And then if they go to school in the same town that you live in, girl, bye. What we sad for? And so I'd like to see everyone go into this graduation season with that posture, because they have a different posture too. They're like ready to get rid of us. They're ready to leave us, and they don't understand the crying and whatever. And you know why? Because they know they're not going nowhere. They know they have no money. If they have a car, you paying for it, so they got to bring it back. Like, we do all of that for nothing, for ourselves, just for us to be crazy. Next. Okay, this one is a little longer, so I'm gonna read it. Well, I read them all, right? I'm a single mother to one daughter who is 11. I am a homeowner. I'm a full-time employee, hybrid, and trying to find ways to bring in multiple streams of income that allow a remote schedule, but I sometimes struggle even keeping the house together. Trying to raise my daughter intentionally and do all the things with one job, sports, and church. I know I should put my daughter to work, but I don't go there because I feel I have to implement some sort of system and allowance system. Ooh, she gotta get an allowance to do chores, housework, help in the house, cause it's just you and her, ride or die. I'm gonna keep reading. I can put systems together, but I struggle sticking with anything and often feel so overwhelmed by the thought of creating a system I just won't, and I don't even start. I will doom scroll and watch other people online that have their lives together, hoping it will inspire me to do better. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading, but social media will never inspire you. It just makes you either think, oh gosh, that's so pretty, I wish I had that, or oh gosh, that's so pretty, my life sucks. It ain't gonna inspire you. Maybe you can walk me through this, or maybe, you would recommend a therapist. Ha ha. Yeah, I'm laughing at you too. I just feel like there's so much to do. Housework, work, taking care of myself, raising my daughter, and so much to learn. Taking on other roles that can earn passive income on its own, and things to do on nights and weekends instead of scrolling. But I'm just so overwhelmed I don't do any of it. I feel stuck. I know if I manage my time better, or had an established system for the basics, I will be able to fit in more. I think I just need to get unstuck because I know I'm not managing my time, the time I do have, wisely. I really do think it is mental. I'm capable, but just so overwhelmed sometimes I don't know where to begin. Help. Well, first we can begin with your mindset. You know you don't want to do it. That's what you said. You're planning to get stuck. And really and truly, here's really what it is. Truth, facts. You believe there is a system. You believe there is one. You believe you have to create it. And you believe that you're not going to do it. You wrote it. You wrote it. The thought of creating a system, I don't even start. You believe that. There are so many people that have created systems. I am one of them. Sunday planning. But the system is only good as the person. So in order for me to walk you through this, first of all, the person has to be better. That's you, sweetie. You the person. You have to be better. And the reason that you're not is two things. One, you do have a lot on your plate, but it's by choice, girl. You want to have that much on your plate. You have an 11-year-old girl, which most times is different than having an 11-year-old boy, because we just trying to get the 11-year-old boy to bathe on a consistent basis. She probably have a skincare routine. Understand? You have an 11-year-old girl that you won't ask to wash dishes because you need a system. Here's the system. Hey, you're gonna wash dishes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and I'm gonna do it Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Did you write that down? That's every other day. And that's me being nice, because I don't wash a dish. I don't. I have 3 boys. They have it divided up. The oldest is Monday, Tuesday. The little is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And the middle is Saturday, Sunday. They just incorporated the little when the oldest graduated from high school, because they was like, look, he can do it. I was like, you sure can. That was on y'all. If they think he can do it, then he probably really can do it. I'm saying she can wash dishes, she can clean the bathroom, she can pick up after herself from now on, she can do her laundry. I know children can do laundry because mine, who 2 out of the 3, they watch this, they gonna know, they gonna be offended, but they gonna know it's real. 2 out of the 3, they hate laundry like I hate it, and they are as lazy can be. But they still get their laundry done because those are your clothes. I mean, who wear those? I don't wear them. Who gonna wash them? Me, who hate it? No, I could not wait for you to turn 7 so that I could gift you your laundry. You think I'm gonna wash it? No. You think I'm gonna fold it? No. If you choose to go somewhere wrinkled, that's on you. Now, when you go somewhere with me, we're gonna be ironed. So that's why you also know how to iron, because you can come down and play if you want to with them wrinkled clothes on, think you going with me and I'm gonna be embarrassed. No, you getting ready to get embarrassed right here, right now, while I tell you, go get that iron board and iron that outfit. See, then we don't have to worry about that no more. Mismatched socks, I don't care. You didn't match them up. Shoes cover them, so it doesn't bother me. It didn't bother me. There's so much that you have to let go. I don't care how the dishwasher is loaded. I care about the dish that I pull out of the cabinet. It better be clean. It better be clean. That's all I care about. So I've let go how it's supposed to be loaded. that don't matter to me. But I know you can do it, so do it. Part of your problem is that you're looking for a system. You need to start with the basics. Get your daughter to help you in the house, chores. She don't really need an allowance because I came from a only child, single mom when I was, with me and my mom back in the day. So I know she good for it. What does that mean? I know that you give her everything she wants. Now, if you don't, you can write in and tell me, but please don't lie because Jesus gonna tell me. But I already know. An allowance, I mean, you can do it, but it's not necessary for the basic. For these things that are right here in the beginning, it's just you and her. It's just you and her. I never worked through an allowance system when I was a single mom, either from the divorce or being a widow, because, hey, we in this together. Everything I'm doing is for y'all and me. I know me too, but mainly for y'all because I went without a lot for the sake of them. So we in this together. Pick that up. It's yours because we in this together. And together, we don't want to live in a mess. And together, we would like to do more things. We would like to have more experiences. We would like to have things that we would like, not needs, wants. We would like some new shoes. We would like this. Well, I have to not be so tired with housework to be able to take on the next thing. So that's basics. It's just you and her. So yeah, she needs to help you. I took a long time on that because I need you to get that. Next, because that's really your biggest thing is you feel so overwhelmed. You need to implement that ASAP, like don't miss. And implement it in a way of, hey, it's just me and you. And so we got to work this out together. That's why I gave you the washing the dishes. But if she has her own bathroom, she needs to clean it. She has her own room, she needs to clean it. She needs to do her own laundry. It's 7 days in a week. She can make that shake, especially because you wrote in here about extracurriculars. That's something extra that you're doing for her. She can make it work. And so you need to make that happen. And then once you mentally have lightened your load, you'll be able to think on things that you can do, what you should do, and see where that goes. But it's no point in us talking about how to get you multiple streams and do the next thing if you're not handling at home well, and you're not. Because at 11, it's just you and her. Yeah, y'all should, and it's not her, it's you. So you need to get on that. Lighten your load. You need to do that. I mean, she's 11, so I didn't say she could be cooking and things like that, but you know what I mean. And if you don't, DM me. I'll help you. We can do a part 2. Me and you can talk about it in DMs or email because I think that's where you sent this. But that's step 1. That's me walking you through that. There's no point in talking about what you do next with the extra time that you have. Because see, first of all, you're not even going to see that time in the beginning because it's going to take you a minute to be consistent with her doing it, especially if she don't want to. Now, remember, I don't know if you watched episode 2. Was it episode 2 that I talked about boundaries? Or 3 that y'all hadn't. When I talk about boundaries and I say people don't always respect them, listen, anybody is not going to want to do chores. So you have to be consistent. Don't waver on that. I don't waver. I don't waver on your bathroom being clean, trash being taken out, your room being clean, dishes getting washed. I don't waver on any of that. Gas in my car, I don't waver on that. That's the cost to live here, and you live good. So you don't need to waver because you're trying to find margin to add more to your life and her life. So don't waver. I'm gonna check in with you and make sure. All right, that is episode 5. Again, thank you so much for writing in. Please continue to do so. I would love for this to continue on, help as many people as we possibly can. So share it with a friend, subscribe. Listen, for Q2, I started this show at the beginning of Q2, and I'm a coach, so I set goals. I would like 1,000 subscribers. That's even hard for me to say, but it was put on the sheet. I was supposed to say it today. It's hard for me to say that because what if I don't make it? But that's how it works. So I want 1,000 subscribers by the end of Q2. So I'm saying it, so share it, subscribe. Let me know if you have any feedback. I'd love to hear it. Everybody said something about the mic, so the sound should be so much better now, y'all. I do listen, and the video is much clearer. No one said that about the quality. It was just me, how I felt about it. You probably thought it. It's okay, girl. I saw you. I got it. And send in your submissions. Have a great day. Bye, y'all.